the veteran Chris Boswell, ready to get things going. And off we go here in Cincinnati. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Dot.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Higgins sent in motion.
Dot.
They'll run here with Brown. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Let's get set. Dot.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Austin to return. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Right to the air, it's Fields. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll give it to Harris again. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down. Off the play action, here's Fields. Down the field, he's got Washington. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
They run it over center with Harris. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. It was Cam Taylor-Britt with the tackle. Second down, it's Fields. This one complete to Washington. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws. Sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. Roman Wilson, touchdown Steelers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So, 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down
12,
and 10.
12. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow. That is intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
One, ready? Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Dot.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving.
On 1, ready?
And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Dot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, and now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Brown. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Now Brown. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw, Burrow. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
We had a chance to sit down with the quarterback this week in practice. He preached the importance of that I have to do a better job protecting the ball. Well, so far here early, it doesn't seem like that's been the case. He's been a little reckless here in the opening quarter, and he's going to have to clean that up throughout the rest of this game.
25 yards, the pickup there. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
On 1, ready?
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down.
12.
They bring
12,
Chase
12.
in motion.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. So after 1, it's the Steelers with the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this.
On 1, ready?
On the move at the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow now. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
11, Thomas. Stop.
Burrow here on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. That's pulled in. Najee Harris.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and a yard.
Hey, kid. Here we go. Easy. Right.
On the give, it's Harris. First down. He's not done. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Right.
A gain of 18 yards.
They go play action with Fields. That's down the field and intercepted. That's the safety, Geno Stone. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
Gotta go score.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here's Brown. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. Here's 3rd and 7.
11.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
12. God.
Burrow. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson. And the Steelers will have great field position right around midfield.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Here we go, son.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He finds Austin with the grab. Down the sideline. And he will score. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead.
Chris Boswell will be kicking off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
Receiver in motion, headed left.
Stop.
A carry here for Brown. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Gun. Stop.
Now, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
11 MT, take. 11 MT. Stop.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's got a Bengals first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
11, 11, 11.
Higgins sent in motion.
Stop.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
Burrow to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Play action now for Fields. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Here we go. We're good. Alpha, alpha, alpha. Hey, Karen. Test. Watch right. Matter. Right.
Now, Fields. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. On 4th down, it's the former Texan Cameron Johnston to punt for the Steelers. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. This one fielded out beyond the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
On 1st down, Burrow. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
On 1st and 10, Fields. This one grabbed by Austin. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air.
To the goal line and in. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Steelers. So that's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
His kick is good. Makes the score Steelers 35, Bengals nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Shot.
His drive will start on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
On 1, ready?
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go.
They bring Chase in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
3rd and 5.
Gun, gun. Shot. 11 MT, 11 MT. 12.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12.
Higgins sent in motion.
Shot.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. He'll look underneath here for Brown. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. Shot.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion. But can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Gesicki, the man in motion.
Stop.
2nd down. Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosivas.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime,
12.
you have something to build on.
Here we go. Here we go.
Gesicki, the man in motion. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Hi, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
1st and 10.
11. Here we go.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Yo. You got a mini base. Line up. Good.
Fields now on 2nd down. Catch made right side by Wilson. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a 1st down.
Here we go, son. Press. Left straight. Go.
On the ground, this is Harris. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Up.
2nd down, it's Fields. Look at the big man go. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to
and he will take this one across into the end zone. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
Gun. Shot.
Running from the pistol, it's Brown. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Taken in by Gesicki. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's a third down and 4.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Higgins sent in motion.
Shot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's a Cincinnati first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle.
11, 11, 11.
A gain of a yard.
Burrow here on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
On 2. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Here we go. Shot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
11, 11, 11. Here we go, here we go.
Gesicki, the man in motion.
Shot.
Burrow throwing on fourth down. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. He is in. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Cincinnati. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, son.
Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Von Bell, the veteran safety, is there on the play. Now a second down throw for Field. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Angel, Angel, Angel. Hey, Jared.
Here's Fields. That is brought in. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 32 yards.
Here we go. Sit high.
On first down, it's Harris. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bengals 38-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
A 55-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their third quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Gun. Dad.
Higgins sent in motion.
Dad.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
11 MT tape. We just said.
Gesicki, the man in motion.
Dad.
To throw is Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
They bring Chase in motion.
Dad.
Here's a run going left. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
2nd and 7.
Here we go. Dad.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
11. Dad.
Catch left side is made by Higgins. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Good running inside the 25. And he's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. Well Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. Just a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Dad.
That is incomplete, and the two-point conversion is unsuccessful. And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Past midfield.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Here we go. Go.
A give, and here comes Harris. Whoa. Najee Harris. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Najee Harris. Touchdown Steelers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. 11. Dad.
They'll run here with Brown. Lots of space past the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Gun. Dad.
Gesicki, the man in motion. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Backs to his big tight end, Gesicki. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Dad.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Man in motion, heading left.
Dad.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Got his man at the 6. And he's into the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Dad.
Back to throw, Burrow. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. And they will not be able to add with a 2-point conversion. And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. We try to get it back with an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Don't jump. Ready?
A run with Harris. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On first down, right back to Harris. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here we go. Hey, 551, 551. Right.
They'll give it to Harris again. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They've got it at the 8, first down and goal.
Here we go. Right.
Now Fields. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's got another one. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers add on to their already sizable lead. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback, but per the new rules, since the ball hit in the landing area, the drive does start at the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now, Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on.
Here we go.
Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That is incomplete. And here we go They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Gun, gun. Dot.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Here we go, son.
On the give, it's Harris. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
Another run here with Harris. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers.